There any funny moment or any particular moment that stuck out with you in the movie Point Break?
You mean
during the filming or whatever, any particular moment that's that you can share with an audience that people might make people pop?
Well, yeah, sure. We had to do some skydiving in the movie, and Patrick was a skydiver, and he had decided he was going to do his own stunts in the skydiving.
I believe I heard this, and he wasn't insured, right?
No one is. And when you're making a movie, you're not insured to go up in a skydiving plane because those planes are not insured. So it's a breach of your contract to go up in a skydiving and jump out of an airplane. It's a breach of contract when you're making a studio film. I didn't really, I suspected at the time, but every weekend Patrick goes, "I'm jumping in Paris Valley. You want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah." Me and James LeGros we're like, "Yeah, we want to go jump." And we go hang out with Patrick. We go down to Paris Valley. We jump out a plane as many times as we could while he's training. And we're just doing our accelerated free fall courses. It's all on film. It's the best fucking movie I've ever seen, is me like falling over backwards and kicking like a cat and flying in the air. And all of a sudden you get your balance and you're like, "I'm flying." It's so fucking bitchin'. I've never done anything like it. And I'll probably never do anything like that again. But anyway, after we'd done it a couple times, the producers found out that we had been driving up and skydiving. I don't know how they found out, but they found out. And they threw a shit fit, and they were yelling at us. I just remember them yelling at me, just going, "Have you got any idea, the problems, the money you cost, and how that's a breach of contract, we'd sue you, and they're talking, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, all right, I get it. Sorry, okay, I didn't know. Sorry. I'm cool." And then, like, I swear to God, that day, like an hour later, Patrick's like, "You want to go skydiving this weekend?" I'm like, "Yeah." And we'd still do it, And once, like, it's funny, you're in a plane, you're wearing this shit, you're all next to each other, and the door opens, and it's so loud and so scary, and you start moving forward. And I just remember turning around, and I'd see Keanu Reeves in the plane. I'm like, "That's fucking Keanu Reeves." Like, I didn't train with him, but, and I go, "What is he doing jumping out of a perfectly good airplane?" But he went up and jumped too.
Oh, wow.
He's fucking that cool. It's no joke, man.
So are you saying this was actual part of the shoot, or is this just for you guys having fun?
No, this is us researching the role. This is us doing our research, like some people get really into it. Like Keanu knows Kung Fu. It's not like, he does the stunts that he can do. So he went up there and jumped out of airplanes, as Keanu Reeves, learning so that he could bring verisimilitude as an actor to it, I mean, there's nothing cooler than that. I don't think. I mean, that was fucking blew my mind to go, "There's Keanu Reeves," like Patrick say, we're all jumping out of this fucking perfectly good airplane. So it was very exciting part, and we were illegal. And really, I'm really glad I did it, but it really drove the producers crazy, which I understand, Luckily there were no accidents. I mean, like, you just never know though. It's dangerous. Surfing's dangerous too, but
that's all it really came down to. I mean, I'm sure they cared about you too, but if any of you were to die and you shot all this footage,
break your leg.
Exactly.
Yeah, or die. Yeah. Die or break your ankle, like it's one or the other is skydiving. You either fracture your ankle when you land or you die. But I mean, you don't die from skydiving, you die from the plane ride up. That's why the planes aren't insured. Like that plane we jumped out of, all of us, Patrick, Keanu, me, that plane went down and killed 15 skydivers 2 years later.
Oh, wow.
And that's the tragedy of skydiving, jump sites, is those planes are just so shitty. They're so cheap, and the FAA won't insure those planes that take skydivers up, because you all have a parachute. And that's why you need to learn how to do a hop and pop. Part of your training for the accelerated free fall courses, the ground's right fucking there. And when you get up, really low, they're like, "Okay, jump and pull." So that when the plane eventually has a malfunction and it has to land and go down, they want to make sure they can get everybody out and under canopy fast. And so you have to do a hop and pop, which is the most horrifying thing in the whole wide world.
Crazy.
But it's for your own safety. I don't want to jump here. I can't even see my car.